people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. The drive starts with a run by White. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, they'll run with White. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. To throw is Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. That's White. And out across midfield down to the 45. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, that's a big let off there on 3rd down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
Go. Easy.
First down, here's White. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Opting to run again here with White. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Brady now to throw. He's got White here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Well, this one taken in by Otten.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown.
Cade Otten,
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Bucs march right down the field on the opening drive to take a first-quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 15. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. 2nd down. Here's Jalen Hurts. And this one's incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along this underline, something's off with that one.
Throwing is Hurts. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Hey, check it.
Brady now on 1st down. This is caught. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. And Brady will sneak it. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Fournette is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point put through by Succop. And that makes the score 14-7. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And some room to work. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll go again with Sanders. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physical. Sometimes that leads to drops.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Brady gives this to White. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Hey, Alabama.
They'll go up the middle with White. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Kaiser White.
And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 41. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers.
Bro, that shit's open, man. What the fuck, bro? Stop blitzing.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hurts.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And that will be incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
No, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
They're going to try and throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation,
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
keep it on the ground. White again. And he is going to lose yardage here. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. Into a sea of defenders have intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. The 30. 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Brady. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
After the sack on 1st down, Hurts wide open as Watkins. He's got him. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
They go right back to White here on first down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And the tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground with White. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rashad White, 14 yards. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. And unable.
Man, that shit fucking touchdown. Come on, bro. Damn.
That's an excellent job right there.
Man, getting lucky as fuck.
That would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, Pascal able to haul that one in. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 39. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well. So give some credit to the defense.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here.
Going right side is White. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43.
98 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. They'll try the right side here with White. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. White, he'll try the left side. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
To throw, it's Brady. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Another run with Sanders. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's complete to Brown. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
He's back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 34-yard line. This is Smith with a grab. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? What does he want the football? What's the yard line we have?
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right.
It's a bit.
There as this game remains tied here in the fourth. And, Charles, I'm no psychologist, not going to pretend to play one here, not on TV, but it looked to me like the icing that might have gotten to him there.
I think it's a good idea. You and I will stay out of that business, but different kickers react in different ways. It doesn't faze some of them. Others, you're not quite sure, but for whatever the reason, this game is still tied.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout.
So the Bucs going to have a chance to go down and win it. They'll get the ball first here in overtime.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
118 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone, all right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. run straight ahead here with White. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. That second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
Throwing now is Brady.
He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he is going to have a Bucs first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
White running to the left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Goal 50. Hey, goal 66.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. He's got Otten. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
On the handoff, this is White. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. On 2nd and 7, Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That's one of those pivotal plays that'll just stick out in everybody's mind from this game. If he picks that off, what a momentum swing down here in the end zone.
And he did his job. He knocked the ball away, but it does feel like a letdown for him and his teammates, doesn't it? A chance to intercept it, turn it back over to his offense with a chance to win the game.
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. Now a play fake. Brady out to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
1 overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that second overtime in just a moment. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good. And they have won it here in double overtime. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? The overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front. Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at them all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for them to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now.
Throwing is Hurts.
He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And this is caught by Watkins.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Boston Scott, his first carry.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They go again with Scott. And he'll go down at the 28.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Hurts.
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.